PSG leading the break. Gomes looking for the overlap. Alba inside. It's Messi!
Outside, it plays it inside. Great tackle, but no, he's finished off by Jenny. It's a run from him, but it's Messi. It's Iniesta!
Hello community, welcome back to another Barcelona match review. Barcelona beats Osasuna 1-0. Wow, incredible scenes throughout the Camp Nou. The scenes were absolutely incredible. Coolers were at it today. They were very supportive, very energetic throughout the match. But I think one of the reasons why they were really pumped up and excited about the end moment was because Real Sociedad bet Real Madrid today 2-0, where Carvajal got a red card, and to be fair, it wasn't really a good game. It was a rough game for Real Madrid. But that means, ladies and gentlemen, if Barcelona beats Espanyol, the Catalonian derby next match, if Barcelona wins, they will lift the La Liga trophy, the dream situation that Culés wanted, beating our city rivals, winning the Catalonian derby against Espanyol and lifting La Liga trophy. Absolutely brilliant scene. So we can actually make that a reality. It's a possibility and you absolutely love to see it. But talking about this match, Osasuna versus Barcelona, there was a couple of crazy moments. Really interesting match it was. So without further ado, let's get into the match review. And let's begin with the starting 11 plus Barca with the 11. Ter Stegen in goal, our backline Balde, Christensen, Araujo and Koundé. Midfield 3 Pedri, Busquets, De Jong, and our front 3 Gavi on the left, Rafinha on the right and Lewandowski up top. So 4-3-3 formation, and the players were same as the match against Real Betis. But talking about that first half, and that first half was pretty good from Barcelona. I think the first half as well as second half was quite good for Barcelona because Xavi's tactics was spot on today. They were really good. You know, of course, we do give the criticisms to Xavi when it's needed, but we also should give him the fair props. And today he really did well in terms of finding that proper strategy. The strategy basically was having a balance of long ball approach as well as tiki-taka football. So what exactly was happening was that Frenkie de Jong was very prominent in terms of doing those long ball approaches towards the right hand side. You know, when Rafinha used to make those runs, Lewandowski, even Balde from the left hand side, and even Busquets used to be really influential in terms of switching the flanks and everything, you know, changing the tempo. And not only that, but also in this match we had a balance with that. We didn't just completely go long ball. No, we also had a balance of doing tiki-taka football with Pedri being the main playmaker in the middle third and Gavi driving the ball forward, which was absolutely good. Like, it was really brilliant, and we were able to create so many chances with this balance. Some chances were coming from tiki-taka football, some were coming from long ball. We were able to, in overall, we were able to collectively create a lot of chances. So spot on from Xavi for that, and fair props for him to find that spot on tactic. But of course, while Xavi was spot on with his tactics, players just weren't spot on. They completely weren't clinical enough. We had so many chances. Like, the biggest chance that we had in the first half was Koundé's, in which Frenkie de Jong from the wing areas gave a really good cross inside the box, and Koundé almost just connected towards it, almost got the head in, but unfortunately he missed it. And if he would have got the connection with the ball, it would have been the goal. But other than that, we had so many other chances. Like, Gavi as well had a very big chance, I think just towards the start of first half, as well as Pedri having a chance. I think it was from the right hand side where Koundé gave a really nice cut back. And I think one more factor, like while having long ball approach and tiki-taka football balance was good, I think having Koundé overlapping also did pretty bits for Barcelona, because at times you would see Koundé overlapping towards the starting of the first half, and we created a couple of opportunities because we were having an extra man making those runs and giving those cutbacks. So we were having superiority towards the end, you know, towards the final third. So it was really helping us to create chances. I think having Koundé overlapping was really good, and of course we all Culés, you know, we all have been shouting for Koundé overlapping. But yeah, I mean, Xavi just didn't go for it. He went for this in this first half and it did pretty good because while he was overlapping a couple of times, then he started becoming a bit more defensive like before, but he was overlapping quite good amount of times in the first half and like towards the beginning, and we were able to create chances. But yeah, we had a lot of chances. We just weren't clinical enough. Players just could not connect their chances, and that's pretty much the story. We played good football. I think we were doing good balance between both long ball as well as tiki-taka football, and just at the end we just couldn't be clinical enough. Our players missed the chances, and that's why score ended in the first half 0-0. Now let's talk about the second half. And second half, it was pretty okay. It went all right. Like it was starting pretty well. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention actually, in first half there were two moments that happened. First, Ansu Fati got early subbed on. Just around the 35th minute, he got subbed on for Gavi because apparently Gavi had some hurt towards his groin area and he was not able to perform really well, like at his fullest, I would like to say. So that's why Ansu came for him. And of course, another big moment was the red card for Osasuna debutant Herrano. He was basically, what happened was Frankie de Jong gave a very nice through ball towards Pedri. Pedri was just through absolutely, and Herrano knew it. He couldn't beat Pedri's pace. So what he had to do, he had to take him out and take the red for the team. But fair props to Osasuna, even with 9 men, until 85th minute, they really did well in terms of keeping the composure, being calm, and really compactly defensive. So because of that, they were able to contain all that pressure towards them. And fair props to Osasuna for that. But yeah, also while Ansu Fati came on from the 35th minute, then in the second half, early on as well, we got two more substitutions, which were Dembele and Eric Garcia around the 50th minute, I think. We got 3 substitutions already by 50th minute, which was pretty crazy. Like, you know, normally wouldn't see Xavi doing these many substitutions, right? And this early as well, to be honest. So early substitutions, and I think it did pretty good. I think Ansu especially coming on, he had a good display today, even though he wasn't clinical enough, just like everybody else. I think the movements that he was making, the plays that he was having, the link-ups near the final third, I think he was having pretty good in that. I'm saying a lot of times, I think. But yeah, I think he did pretty good in the final third, and it was pretty good display from him, even though he could not score the chances. But I think he was involved pretty well. But talking about the second half, again, we kept the same approach, balance between tiki-taka football as well as long ball approach. And with Dembele, while Dembele came on, we kind of stopped that. We more so went with the tiki-taka football, and more so we started feeding Dembele with the ball on the right hand side. He was doing his shimry and everything. Not the best today, of course, because he's still rusty. He has to get that sharpness up, and because of that, he wasn't able to dribble his best. But Pedri being in the middle, giving some really good through balls. We were having lots of breakthroughs actually from transitions. Like Osasuna were keeping the possession sometimes, and we used to quickly transition from defense to the attack. And there was one transition I remember which happened really good, where Araujo got the tackle in, and then he just sprinted with the ball, not on the right hand side, but like towards our area, towards the middle area, and then he passed it very nicely towards like Balde. And yeah, we had a couple of breakthroughs, like really good breakthroughs, and Pedri was involved very well. And of course, like I mentioned in against Rayo Vallecano, this is exactly what you have Pedri for. Like, this is what he propels in, this is what he excels in. Every word in which, you know, he's amazing, you know, every word that is synonymous with amazing, you can put that for Pedri in this role, because it's just his natural thing, you know, just giving those line breaking passes, amazing through balls. And not only that, but I think Frankie de Jong as well was fantastic today. The amount of amazing crosses that he gave inside the box, and also just the good runs that he was making. In fact, in second half, another big chance that came was for Frankie de Jong. It was again Pedri who was involved as a playmaker, gave a very nice loft ball towards Frankie de Jong. Frankie de Jong was onside, but he hit towards the goalkeeper, so that's why it got saved. So there was a couple of opportunities. I think in second half we were able to create a lot more opportunities, very close ones compared in the first half. Like there was one I remember for Ansu Fati, like I said, who was having really good link-ups here in the final third. He linked up really well with Dembele, gave him a nice loft ball, and Dembele just had to be clinical, shoot that in, but of course he missed the goal. And there was another one, I think there was actually one goal that we created or that we scored, where again Ansu was linked. He gave a nice cut back to Lewandowski. Then there was a little bit chaos over there. Lewandowski scored, but of course he was offside. Well, Ferran was offside, so that's why we couldn't get the goal. But yeah, other than that, again, many other close chances that we had towards the end. Ansu had a chance where outside the box he would try to shoot, but he could not shoot it. But of course, then came the last two subs of the match, Jordi Alba and Ferran Torres. And of course, it was that man, the third captain, I think, or is he the second captain? I think he's the second captain of Barcelona, Jordi Alba, with the winner. So what exactly happened was there was a really good cross from Balde, and it went towards, I think, Pedri. And then while it went towards Lewandowski, then Lewandowski gave the cross to Jordi Alba to the left-hand side. And actually, it was going towards Frenkie de Jong. And Frenkie de Jong actually gave a really weird pass, but amazing actually. Like it looked a bit weird to me, but that was properly executed towards Jordi Alba. It right fell on his left foot, and he hit it in the bottom left corner, made it 1-0 for FC Barcelona. So really good cross from Lewandowski, amazing assist for Frenkie de Jong as well, and Jordi Alba just absolutely shooting it in with his left foot for winning the match. And this was honestly, if we would have drawn this match, I would have been pissed. I would have been here ranting about how unlucky we were, because I couldn't blame on Xavi's tactics. It was spot on. We just were so unlucky with the amount of chances that we missed. Players were just absolutely ass today in terms of the misses that they were doing. It's players absolutely at their fault today, but nonetheless, we got the result, we got the victory, and next match against Espanyol, it's going to be the La Liga winning ceremony for us. Hopefully, if we win the match, so I do hope that we'll win the match. But yeah, absolutely brilliant scenes. Camp Nou absolutely loved it. And it just like that, the match ended, score being 1-0. Now, some of the players that I would like to give some good shout-outs for, Araujo was really good from the defense. I think he was absolutely brilliant in those tackles that he made in the first half. Second half, the way he was progressing with the ball, distributing it really well. And then Christensen as well, who got subbed off, had to give him some rest. We cannot afford him getting injured again. So of course we had to give him some rest. Fairs to Christensen. Balde as well did a fair job today in the left-hand side, gave a good couple of crosses, cutbacks, runs, etc. Same goes for Kunde with those overlapping runs and that big chance that he missed in the first half. He was involved in that, so fairs on that. And I think many people, they played very well. Gavi also, with the ball progression and everything. His passes were misplacing, but I think intensity and his ball progression was really good. Pedri with the playmaking, absolutely brilliant. And same goes for Frenkie de Jong, who probably would be my man of the match, to be honest. He was absolutely fantastic today. And our front three as well, I think they were absolutely brilliant. Busquets also fares to him. He did a decent job, not really a horrible job, decent job from Busquets. Lewandowski was not really at it today, to be honest, but he had some of the chances. And of course, he gave a good cross for the goal. So yeah, fares on that. And Rafinha was quite meh, to be honest. He was all right, to be fair. And Ansu Fati was a good sub. I think he had a bright display, even though he did not score. But I think that undermines his performance because he was quite well linked up in the final third. So you love to see the link-ups in the final third. And Jordi Alba, of course, with the winner. So fairs on that. And just like that, nothing else. And Barcelona wins 1-0. I'm excited for the next match. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you.